Hey guys, so not controversial at all, instead immense value in this video because I want to teach you, guide you, help you refocus as an agent to stop selling, to stop selling. For a lot of you, there's going to be a breath of fresh relief or a relief of fresh air, something like that, okay? Show reel first. Okay, welcome back, okay? It is such a great feeling when you become such an expert to be able to consult with clients so that the clients, the investors, the buyers, the sellers, the world does not feel that you're selling them a service. Dubai, take for example, right? Got a great brand, alhamdulillah, may God bless this country, the city and the UAE, the country, has great marketing, and allows you as a tourist or somebody who wants to live here, invest here, do business here, to come to Dubai and experience Dubai and make sure that Dubai gives you more value in terms of bringing amazingness, ease, security, status, good standard of living in your life, right? So Dubai doesn't do a hard sell, okay? Or at least it doesn't do a hard sell anymore. It's a great place for you to come and enjoy a great time with your family, okay? Can you imagine the kind of relationship people have with Dubai? They come, they experience Dubai, they fall in love, they want to work here, they want to move here. That's how it should be between any of us, right? As agents, when we're working with real estate investors, buyers, sellers, they should be absolutely in love with us because we're not bloody selling anything. That's where you need to get to. Did I do show reels again already? Okay, good. Okay, now, I'm going to give you a little backstory, okay? So a little backstory. Back in 2005, 2004, then 2005, when I was graduating from the Schulich School of Business at York University in Toronto, Canada, I had this employment counselor or a coach. Somebody had set up this service where we could go and talk to him, then he would give us some advice. And I still remember he said to me, I said, I want to go into sales. And because all through business school, it wasn't until the last part of business school that we did a course on entrepreneurship. Right up till then, it was learning about marketing, finance, economics, accounting, and basically going into a large organization and then helping them run the organization. Whereas entrepreneurship was more about starting up something, right? And then salesman skills or saleswoman skills or sales skills was something that business school didn't teach at all. I guess they kept it under communication. Perhaps we had something on behavioral organization, but there was nothing on sales, and that's quite baffling. Like business schools should have a course on actual sales or actual selling. But I knew that I wanted to go into sales, right? And I wanted to sell. I just felt that that was the quickest way to get to my dreams. That's what I felt then. Now I'm more refocused and I think differently. But I remember telling this person this story, and oh yeah, I want to go into sales. And then he looked at me and said, he asked me like, when were you born? I told him I was born in 1981. And this guy, I don't know, he gave me some funny advice. He said, Fahd, sales is really difficult. That's what he said to me. And he said, young man, the year you were born, 1981, was my first job that I took up as a salesperson. So he was an employment counselor, obviously, at this stage. And, I guess you could say he didn't or actually had not enjoyed sales. So he was, telling me basically choose another career. So I didn't give up, okay? I said, okay, fine. I understand what you're saying. I heard it. I'm going to go out there and see what's available. Back in 2004, 2005, the internet was not what it is today in 2021. Tons of information, YouTube, free stuff available to add value. But there was this one book that I came across. It was called Solution Selling. I read this book, I fell in love. I had no idea how to actually implement it, but I read the book and I absolutely fell in love with this book. The reason is because in this, the authors, I forget who you can check it out on Amazon, talked about never actually having to sell a service. All you have to do is provide a solution. If the solution meets the problem that the potential client or the prospective person is meeting, then all good. But before I got to actually understanding this and actually implementing it, I was looking for something else, okay? Hey, so I was actually looking for something called tricks, tips, all the kind of stuff that I thought would give me a leg up or be able to close a deal faster, right? And I went through sales organizations, I worked in startups, and for the longest time, for maybe 15, 16 years, I kept thinking about maybe there is some gimmick, or maybe there's this word that you need to say, maybe there's this tonality that you need to speak in. Like, so there's Jordan Belfort, he talks a lot about tonality. He talks about the first 3 things: you should be sharp, you should be enthusiastic, and you should have the right tonality, I think, to be able to express to the client, sell to the client basically. Yes, all of those tips and tricks exist, but they aren't a long-term solution. The long-term solution is solution selling. This is my humble opinion, right? So for the longest time, I was looking for tips and tricks, that one magic phrase that if I said the word, the guy would just absolutely buy, right? Sadly, for anybody who's starting out in sales, that doesn't exist. You're gonna have to use your brain, learn the basics, and then come to a point where you're providing value, okay? I guess this is what I'm trying to say. This is super, super, super critical, okay? Now, coming back to this, okay, so in reality, why do I say stop selling? Stop selling because you're providing a solution. So in reality, you're never ever selling. You are not selling at all. In reality, you're providing a solution for a problem of a client who may be aware of this problem or not aware of this problem. Your job is to help them bring it to the surface. And either you're going to help them become aware of the problem so that you can provide them the solution, or if they're not aware, then you're going to be actually helping them become aware of the solution, right? Now, 2 things happen. Actually, I should talk about the aware first, because you might be thinking, well, Fahd, what about closing the deal? What about getting paid? Well, here's the simple thing. Once you're providing value and a solution to a problem that the client has, what's a clear problem that a client has, right? In real estate, sometimes if he or she is an investor, his or her extra money is sitting in the bank doing duds all, right? It's doing absolutely nothing, maybe getting 1 or 2% interest rate, profit rate. In the Islamic world, a lot of people don't want to leave money in the bank. They want to deploy it and actually doing something. So that's a problem. You're going to solve that, right? There you go. Now, if they're aware of that, it's super fast. If they're aware of the problem and you have a solution and you cater to them by providing value, it's super fast. Not aware are people who have money in the bank but not yet know that they've got money in the bank. Then you do this stuff that I'm doing. Create awareness. Tell people what are the benefits that they can have by owning a property in Dubai. Investor visa, great land, great standard of living, security, infrastructure, great city, easy access to transport, infrastructure, security, no taxes. That's a big one. So sometimes, like, people might be having like a great life in Canada, but if you explain to them that they can save about, these are rough calculations from a Canadian, they can save about 14% yearly, 14% in what they pay in taxes, totally legally, by the way, not illegally. If they can save this money, 14%, and if you multiply 14 by even 10, that's 140%, and then you compound it, right? So it's going to be like it's like just $1 million. It's going to be massive. I should do an Excel sheet, like $1 million. And just because you're not paying taxes in Canada, over a period of 20 years, because you're saving 14% taxes, and taxes might go up, you're gonna, I don't know, the $1 million goes somewhere pretty high. I don't know the numbers, so I don't want to blurt out something, but it goes pretty high, okay? So this is a place where they're not aware, but you're making them aware, right? At the end of the day, then you don't need to sell, because you're providing a solution and absolute value. All right, check out my other videos, because you're going to learn about how to provide values. Ciao for now.
Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.